Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Second and 11 at the 24-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Running on first down, Eckler. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. The tackle by Quincy Williams.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there. And he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, Eckler running it, pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Herbert. Hunter Henry brings it in. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now a first carry here for Robinson. He's got a first down past the 30. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. So there, Charles, I mean, a situation where it didn't matter how far he had to run, he was not going to be denied, and he winds up taking this all the way to the end zone.
And what I really enjoyed about that run and what made it so impressive to me was how he improvised along the way. Sometimes on a big play, you just get the football and you take off in a straight line and go. But this time, how about the artistry of that play? That looked a little bit like a Picasso to me.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. This is Chenault on the receiving end. This will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
At the 8-yard line.
Ball at the 8 here for 2nd and a yard, maybe a touch less. They'll run here with Robinson. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Not a whole lot there after the penalty, but remember, it was 1st and 5, not 1st and 10. So now they can keep grinding out first downs, and good things can happen for them. Just 2nd and short coming up.
Jackson's going to keep it. Off the option, that's complete. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
They're knocking on the door as they come to the line here on 3rd and goal from the 1. Yeah, boy, a good surge defensively. It'll depend on the mark, but I'm not sure he got there. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
4th down, here's Jackson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting.
Allen hit, he lost the football, and the Jags grab it. Room here to run. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4.
And whatever happened to the days of just getting a fumble recovery? Everyone's into taking it the other way and trying to create points themselves, aren't they?
Well, they are, and now a terrific opportunity inside the 5. The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. A first look now for Darrington Evans. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Darrington Evans, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jags have taken the early lead. And this is up and good. The score now 7-0 Jaguars.
That's the score. Jaguars 7, Chargers 0. Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
No, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Across the formation, he's got a man. That's Allen. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, Can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, Herbert. And to the right side here, it's Allen. Allen hit. He lost the football. And the Jags grab it. And he brings this one back. A final return for the Jacksonville score. Fumbles, that's how you get in the coach's doghouse. The first one lost and it hurt. This time you lose it and it's taken in for a score. It really hurt.
And about that doghouse, it won't exactly be comfortable, and it definitely won't be air-conditioned.
Milk bones?
None.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that'll make the score 14-0. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
He'll get this to Eckler. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one goes for 24 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. Henry's got it out on the left side. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
It's a gain of 9.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And he is close to a 1st down as he's tackled at the Jaguars' 37. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Herbert. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
After the interception, here's Jackson. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. And he's got his man on the out route. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 15 more yards there, and quickly another 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
From the gun, it's Jackson. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD. Yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
You're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an interception.
Different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a three-syllable word. Yeah. You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. Back to the air, Jackson following the pick six. Connection made with Chenault. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
At the 50-yard line.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. He's going to try and take off with it. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
On the run, it's Robinson fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
A pass there complete to Westbrook. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 18. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Laviska Shenault. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And it's now 21-7. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Charger drive about to get going. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating, because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. From the 21, it's second and 10. Throwing again. Herbert. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did incompletions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. And he's got a man open. That's Allen. Touchdown, L.A. Keenan Allen, 79 yards. And the Chargers have made this a one-score game.
For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And according to Next Gen Stats, his top speed on that one, better than 20 miles an hour.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So now it's third and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. On the toss, here's Robinson. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. And the Jaguars send out their punter, standing just outside his own goal line. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going.
Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Herbert buying time to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And he goes out right around the 39. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
From the gun, Herbert on third down. He's got a man. It's Williams. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Nice third down conversion and even 20 yards.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
first down, it's Herbert. Steps away to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
This a 2nd and 7 from the 37. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Flushed out right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. From the gun, Herbert being chased out left. He can run for it, and he will. Herbert able to show his wheels as he gets the first. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. On first down, Justin Herbert. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Operating from the gun, Herbert. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Keenan Allen in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
A big play there out of the running game. 32 yards.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando. That's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3?
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Jackson from the shotgun. Dancing to his left. He'll try and run it. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
He was brought down by Chris Harris. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 40-yard line.
From the gun, Jackson. The open man is Westbrook. And he gets it down to the 32. That one a first down pickup of 8.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. It's Chris Harris with a pick. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And he powers his way up past the 30. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Justin Herbert looking to throw on 2nd down, eluding the pressure right. That's into the hands of Eckler. And he goes out right around the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Herbert's throw going to be caught by Henry. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 33 yards that time. What a luxury to have a tight end that can not only catch it, but then can run after the catch like that.
What was the old expression back in the good old days that they used to carry pianos on their backs when after they caught the football? Someone would stop and bang out a tune along the way as well. But nowadays, these guys are essentially bulked up wide receivers, and they are a full part of the passing game, and we see a lot of big plays as we just saw there.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the Jaguars.
30-yard line, 2nd and 12. On the option, here's Eckler. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards there and a first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Herbert operating from the red zone. Escaping the pressure right. He'll get that complete to Reed. Not much there, only a yard. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Herbert off of play action. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And the Chargers are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal. The gun, Herbert. Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year. And the Chargers are going to retake the lead. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Makes the score Chargers 28. Jaguars 24.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. From the gun, Jackson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. And I think that's a pretty good illustration of why they try to get the football into his hands out of the backfield. That was something else. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. Stepping up, he'll try and run. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into his windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions have plagued him, especially a 2nd interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
This is Chenault on the receiving end. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. They'll run it now with Robinson. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Jacksonville. It's Jaguar football, but a little work to do for them. They trail here as we start the 4th. On 2nd and 9, Jackson, wide open receiver, complete. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it. The Jaguars on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. They'll try and run for this with Evans. And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set him up with a 1st and goal. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. James Robinson, his second touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars have retaken the lead. Here we go now as we get set for a big two-point conversion. Now it's Jackson. And he's got it. So the two-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth quarter lead. So they go with a pass there on the two-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their two-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have two-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
The Charger drive about to get going, and they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Herbert now. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Williams.
Good job, good job.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And Herbert able to get this one to Eckler out of the backfield. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
A throw over the middle, taken in. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. The gain of 5 that time gives them the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. Shotgun snap for Herbert. Forced out to his left. Now he'll pull it down. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. Buying, and he's in for a Charger touchdown. Justin Herbert, a 4-yard touchdown scamper. And the Chargers have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing, because to be ahead of the defense that much, where every play call you have.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. James Robinson, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Jaguars have moved down in front here in the fourth quarter.
Well, CD, I mean, there are touchdown runs, and then there are touchdown runs, and that one certainly fell into the latter category. And that deserves a couple exclamation points.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going.
And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go.
And Henry's hit. He lost the football. And the Jags grab it. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. Steps away to his left. Incomplete. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold, because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
This will be caught at about the 6. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent game, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. From the gun, it's Jackson. This is caught. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. From 10 yards out. And the Jags take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in.
CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point, because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And right side, Henry's got it. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. A gain of 6 there on first.
At the 46-yard line.
Here's Herbert now on second down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And he will get enough for a first down, and that will lead us to the 2-minute warning.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A good pickup there, a 22. Herbert on first down now. Under pressure, and down he goes. His second back at the 36.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A gain of 32 that time. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. On second down, here's Herbert. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Now Herbert, 3rd and goal. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
On for the field goal. A 24-yard attempt.
And Gay knocks this one through. And that'll make this an 8-point game. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show.
James Robbins.
We got a plane to catch.
It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets them to 2nd and 4.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
They'll run again here with Robinson. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. Now here's a sneak, maybe looking to run a little time. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run on 1st down. Robinson. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 39 yards there, a big one. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Throwing now is Jackson. And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over.
46.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Jaguars, they close out this first half at a very solid 6-2. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, they drop just their second game so far as they fall to 5-2. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner.